Hello, welcome to the Do Business Like a Woman show. Today we're talking about why being authentically you is the key to more clients, more success, and more fun and enjoyment in your business. It's so interesting. I've been speaking to a lot of women recently who, on one level or another, feel that they have to put up a persona before being visible online. And I get it. We all do it to some extent, or we've all done there or been there. Here's what I know. When you put a persona on, it's actually putting a barrier between you and your people. And I've had calls with women recently, a few different women actually, who've expressed to me that they have something they really want to share with their audience. But they've said to me, I'm frightened it's too woo-woo. I've heard literally maybe 3 women I've spoken to in the last few weeks actually say that phrase. Well, you know, I want to share this, but I think it's too woo-woo. Here's what I believe. Share the woo-woo. It's who you are, right? And when we can share of who we are, of our heart, I believe that the people who are supposed to work with us can hear that and they come to us and they resonate with our message. You know, I've done the whole thing of trying to be perfect. Hi, Michelle. I've done the whole thing of trying to be perfect and trying to project a persona online. For me, it didn't work. I just ended up being really stiff. And it didn't create a connection. So today, you know, when I show up, I aim to be myself, and it's not perfect. Sometimes I'm not in a great mood, and although I always look to bring positivity through to you, I show up as how I am in the moment. And so today I've just been walking with the dog on the moors and my hair is blown all over the place. So I've just clipped it up. That's just how it is. That's my life. So my message to you is, what would happen if you were brave and you just showed up as yourself and you didn't try to be perfect? You know, you didn't try to have perfect makeup or perfect hair or perfect teeth. I don't have perfect teeth. It's one of my things, but so what, right? And like, we can do all this stuff to fix our bodies and try and fix ourselves and try to be perfect, but oh my God, it's exhausting. And I don't think people want that. I don't know. What do you think? Drop me a comment. Do you think that they want that? I think people want real people. You know, when I'm talking about my business, I want to be real. And when I'm talking about my life, I don't just want to show the shiny, polished front end kind of version. I want people to know the struggles, the journey, because it's part of it too. I want people to know the good times and the bad times, the celebrations and the difficult challenges, because that's the truth of being an entrepreneur. That's the truth of building a business. It's not always all roses. It can be a roller coaster. Drop me a comment if you have ridden the entrepreneurial roller coaster at some point, or you are now. Just type in roller coaster. Let me know if you know what I'm talking about. But here's what I've seen. The women who show up fully as themselves online, they're the ones that get the clients flowing in. They're the ones that get the profits, the joy. And we get to have fun at the same time, right? It gets to be full of ease and grace. You know, I want to invite you to be here every Thursday and every Monday at 3 p.m. UK. Grab a cup of tea, you know, or a green tea or a herbal tea, and just be here and just get your time to top up. So the other extreme I've seen, and this is more rare, but I have seen it, is where a woman entrepreneur will show up as herself for her Facebook Lives and things like that. in all her weirdness, and that's brilliant. That will create some connection and it will get her so far. But what she's lacking then is strategy, a clear promise for how she helps her people, and a clear message. So you need both. The starting point, I always say, is landing in our own power. I've talked about this a lot. We had a lady on the Client Getting Challenge the other day that this piece was like the magic key for her. When something about me saying it in the challenge, you know, when it was said, it just really triggered her, and she went out and got a client right away and 2 more discoveries booked. And she's been in business a few years and she'd been struggling. So there's something about really hearing about landing in our own power, in our own true selves, and showing up as that, warts and all, to create that connection. And then our clients can feel us. They know who we are authentically. And they can trust us. That's another big piece for me. I believe in telling the truth. Honesty is a big thing for me. So showing up and speaking the truth so people know they can trust me. That I'm not going to lie to them and make things look prettier than they are, right? But then the other side is, once you are landed authentically in your power and you're showing up as you and you're not trying to be like your mentor or someone else or whatever it is, the other piece is you have to have a clear message that's not about you now. So now it's about your client and their top 3 problems and their top desires and how they speak about it and what they want. And your message has to be so clear, and you're speaking directly to them, not to lots of different people. The people who do most success in this online world, the coaches, the VAs, the freelancers, are the ones who know exactly who their clients are and talk just to them. They're not trying to target everybody. They know their client avatar inside out. Inside out. You got to know. You got to have a clear message and a strong promise for your programs. My promise for my programs is that I help female entrepreneurs get all the clients that they need into their business, which in turn brings more profits. But we do it through a proven step-by-step process, as well as activating our unique feminine superpowers of attraction. See, that's the piece around landing in ourselves, in our own individuality. And we do all of that without burning out, because it's do business like a woman. It's about inviting the divine feminine back into the way we do things, feeling good in our bodies, knowing what our bodies need, and showing up and taking the masculine steps. So we have the blend of the feminine and the masculine. See, the feminine is the landing in your own power, the grace, the showing up, the beauty, the fun. The masculine is the strategy, the step-by-step, the messaging, the work you do behind that to know your client and know your promise. What's your promise for your programs? Let me know in the comments. Leave me a comment. What is your promise? I'll give you some feedback on it. I'll give you some coaching on whether it's strong or what you could do to tweak it. I'm going to wrap up for today. Oh, but I was just going to tell you about the other example that I saw where it kind of went the other way. And lady I know, and she is landed in her power. She's herself. She's unique. She's quirky. But she had the opposite. She didn't have a strong message. She didn't have a strong promise for her programs. And so she didn't get a lot of traction online. People would show up because they were interested in her. She was attractive, but they would just show up and then they wouldn't go on to work with her because they couldn't see why the promise was not strong enough. Make sense? All right, ladies. So thanks for those who popped in and out. I'm going to invite you to be here every Monday and Thursday because I believe you will get so much out of being here with me live. We'll share energy together. I'm going to start showing up with a cup of tea. I didn't get time today. I came in straight off the moors, off the dog walk, but I'm going to show up with a cup of tea. I invite you to do the same. This can be your time. We all need to check in to get back on track in our businesses. And then we go out again and we go out with fresh energy and we start rocking and rolling. So I'm so glad that you were here. Hope you got a ton of value. Leave me a comment below. I'll see you on Monday for Monday Inspiration for the Female Entrepreneur. Lots of love.